Fuck, man. That's a good start. Couldn't find my fucking remote to turn the TV down, but we're here. We made it. We figured it out. I'm trying to get these earlier streams in. I'll probably do a later stream on my PC and actually do it from the horizontal view. I'm trying to, break down my streams and do like mobile streams because I like the clarity of these. I'm a big fan of like how well these come out. Hold on. Fuck it, I'll get it later. Yo, what's up, Alf? How are we? I figured I would. I just like the clarity of these mobile streams once in a while. I think I'm gonna switch it up and do these a little earlier, so I'm not like in my fucking office area. I'm feeling good. I am. I got a big doctor's appointment on Friday, hoping for the full clearance, and then I'm telling you, once I get fully cleared, you guys are gonna see like I'm gonna be going places. I'm gonna be doing shit. I'm gonna be doing all sorts of things for the content, especially to change it up and shit. Like I've already got a couple things planned. Me and my mom have a trip ready to go the second I can get back to work and actually take some time off. What's crazy about that is not take time off. Like obviously, I've been off for a while now. But I can go. I can actually go and like, you know, take my PTO and go somewhere without having to worry about being here for certain hours. So it's been a while since I've been able to do that. I'll probably go to work for like I don't know a month, maybe about a month straight before I do something like that. But we got shit planned. Me and my mom have a big trip planned. She hasn't been able to go anywhere since I've been out. I haven't been able to go anywhere since I got out. I'm fucking pumped. I really, I'm genuinely excited to get out there again. I think this Friday I should be getting the full clear to go. Although I've said that 2 times already. So we should be all good. This Yankee Red Sox game, I'll tell you what. I was saying it last night. I tweeted it out last night that like this Yankee Red Sox series is so much more intense because of the idea that you know you got these two teams that are such bitter rivals, that are such like big time rivals, and when they play against each other in such a short series, I feel like the intensity is so through the roof, and it's so much better than any sort of intensity you'd see usually. Does that make sense? I don't even think that what I just said made sense. But you know what I mean. It's just like it feels like the intensity is like up to here now, which I find to be pretty solid. Like when the series is shorter, there's less games, more intensity. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure it out. Has Bruno been in here at all since the playoffs started? No, I haven't seen Bruno in a while. I actually don't know. You know what's funny? The last time somebody asked if Bruno was here, he ended up showing up the next stream. He was gone for a while, but he hasn't been around in a while. I don't know. I don't know what he's up to. I got a lot of people don't know I'm even live right now, but I can't imagine I'm getting a big crowd. So that's that. Yeah, I went out to dinner with my sister tonight, and dude, I gotta stop. I gotta remember to stop eating like foods like I had something with wasabi again tonight. So I had wasabi with my sushi last night, and that fucked me up a little bit. Now tonight I had this like wasabi cucumber sauce that they have at the restaurant we went to, and same thing. My whole fucking chest area is on fire. It feels like somebody literally lit my chest on fire. You see, Bucky Irving will most likely be out on Sunday. I did not see that. That changes a lot of things. I think Rashad White's been okay this year though. But obviously Bucky Irving's a bigger threat on that roster. If you need an art running back in any league, Rashad White is an elite waiver wire pickup. Yeah, Rashad White's been off waivers for a while in my leagues. But yeah, that's the thing. Rashad White has been fine this year. I feel like every time he's gone out there, he's been given. Bucky Irving's a little bit more electric, but still, they're both solid running backs. I feel like they're pretty much interchangeable for the most part. But yeah, so that's that. I'm just kind of hanging out here. Not really nothing. He was on my waivers in my two 12-man leagues. Really? He was long off the waivers in my league. He's been on a roster all year. At least in my league, I feel like the usual sentiment is getting all the running backs possible you can, because people in my league are psychopaths. Like To be fair, I've kept Kyle Monangai on my roster all year, but that's also because we're in a keeper league. And I think at some point Monangai is going to get more touches for the Bears. And I feel like going forward into next year, he's probably going to be the guy getting more of the touches. So we'll see. Um, but that makes sense. If he was on your 12 man, then I mean, if he was in your 12 man, that I think you have a good league. Then, you know, a lot of the guys in my league tend to try to hoard guys and try to hoard people just in case something happens. Um, I guess I'm doing the same thing with Kyle Monangai. But we'll see. Long year. Monangai is more of a future pick. But man, this game started off really hot and then kind of just died down. We'll see. A lot of game left. Oof, but what was I gonna say? My I drafted Jordan Mason in both leagues and he's won me 2 games. Yeah. I mean Jordan Mason was a great pick. The fucked up thing was in my league, it was a keeper league and he was taken in the last round last year. So the guy who had him kept him for the last round this year, so I couldn't even get him. I think they'll move off. Yeah, I think Aaron Jones isn't going to get the majority of the touches again this year. They've got a much more. Their offense is much better with Jordan Mason at running back. And then, do I dare say their offense is a lot better with Carson Wentz running it too? I'll say it. I'll say what everybody's afraid to say. The Minnesota Vikings are a better football team with Carson Wentz running that offense. I feel like you're not going to get somebody brave enough to come out and say it, but I'll say it. To me, it's Carson Wentz's job to lose at this point, but you know what it is. So, yeah, you know, I started, JJ McCarthy sucks ass. They shouldn't have drafted him. I agree. Dude, Alf, I don't know if you were here that night. Me and 57 got into it about it because, like, I've never once thought that JJ McCarthy was anything. He was supposed to sit for a year and develop, but couldn't practice last year. Exactly. You know, they handed him the keys to the kingdom. He was supposed to sit around, get some reps on the sideline, kind of understand what goes on in an NFL game, and then come in and play, but he never really got that opportunity. Like, he was kind of rehabbing for a year, you know, and the Vikings, you know, it seemed like it should have been an easy transition for a guy if he was even remotely ready to play in the NFL. But in my opinion, I don't think J.J. McCarthy at any point is going to be a solid NFL quarterback. You see it with, like, how much more that offense is thriving with Carson Wentz running it. But we'll see. I'm sure they'll go right back to him when he gets healthy. Unless they really care about doing anything and making the playoffs. We'll see. It is what it is. What are you going to do? But anyway, I don't know if you guys have been seeing if the Yankees lose today, I think Raleigh locks up the MVP. I mean, they do tell the voters aren't supposed to factor in the postseason. Again, like, it's weird when the voting comes out. They should vote right at the end of the year. I understand the sentiment around Cal Raleigh getting it. I think Cal Raleigh would be the better story. But I couldn't see a world where Aaron Judge doesn't get it. They always do, though. Yeah, no, they end up doing so. It ends up having some factor, but they're not supposed to. If they had any integrity, it wouldn't matter, but I'm sure it will. So far, I feel like, what's his face? I feel like Alex Cora has been managing Aaron Boone into a corner. Judge is going to homer after I say that, probably. Judge has been seeing the ball well. He has looked good so far. Ooh. That's usually what happens when you, like, trash a guy. Or, I mean, you're not even really trashing him. But once you say something about somebody, all of a sudden he ends up fucking killing you for it. Let's see. This rivalry is intense. Let me tell you, on social media, the Boston, New York are going at it, dude. Like some of the major accounts, like that dude, whoever is the dude that runs Cutter is King, is like the funniest fucking baseball account on the planet. I can't get over how fucking funny that guy is. Oh, it's a bad walk. You do not want to ever walk Grisham in front of fucking Aaron Judge. That is never a good idea. Boston, New York is always super intense. Yeah, but it's like even more intense, like I said, with the idea of like it's such a short series that like it means so much, the 2 out of 3. Anytime they meet each other in the playoffs, but there's a little more sense of urgency, and I feel like a little more sense of intensity. It was intense in the NBA playoffs. It was, yeah. No, absolutely. During the NBA playoffs, it was very intense. Ooh. Damn, Judge got a hanger. You were going wild. Dude, I was going at the people of Boston. I was all over social media, Twitter, everything. I was giving it to them. That was a time, man. What a time to be alive. Let's see. Oh, he was just late on that. I was going wild though, dude. Boston, like I hate Boston. I hate that whole city. That's why it's kind of hard for me. Like, this isn't hard for me at all. I'm not really rooting for anybody, but I'd rather not see the people in Boston happy. Like, I don't want to see the people of Boston ever happy about anything. Shitty airport too. I've never flown in there. I'm close enough to Boston where we've driven every time we've gone, or taken a train. So I've never flown there. I've never flown to Boston Logan. But I'll take your word for it. I've flown to a lot of airports too. Damn, Grisham had to be really fucking sure he was getting there. That was a little bit of a nutty decision there. If Trent Grisham got thrown out there, that would have been the worst. But I just walk Judge down. I don't know. It's just me. I would absolutely just tell him 4. I'm not letting Aaron Judge beat me if I'm the Red Sox. I don't know. I got stuck on an 8-hour layover in Boston when I was flying to New York last year. They charged me $10 for a medium coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. In the airport? Yeah, I mean, airports for the most part are super expensive. And fucking Dunkin's like, Boston is the home of Dunkin'. So they might have been giving you the premium, fresh Dunkin' coffee. Oh, that could be it. Let's see. Yeah, nope. Oh, God. Jeez. Durant just fucking dropped that. It's so weird coming from Portland. They aren't allowed to mark prices up. Their value is near this grocery store. Oh, wow. Really? That's a great thing. Dude, every airport around here, like any airport I've been to, New York, D.C., it's always marked up. Everything's marked up in those big airports. It's awful. Dude, I got a Chipotle bowl one time at in Atlanta. I got a Chipotle bowl and it was like $28 for a Chipotle bowl. It was fucking nuts. Jeez. That's crazy. Hold on, Alf. I'm gonna be right back. Give me like 10 minutes.